Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Beyond the Sewing Room. I'm Diane. So today I'm sharing with you a little bundle of treasure that I got recently from the charity shop. So I did mention in my last video that I got the perfect pair of shoes, which you can see here in the background, and I got a few other pieces. So we always have a look in when we go past because it's on our dog walk, and I think it's always good if you have a charity shop nearby to pop in as often as is physically possible. So if it's on your route or if it's local, just go in, have a quick browse, because you can't expect to just go in once in a while and find something. So 9 times out of 10 we go in and we come out empty-handed, or we just go in to drop things off if we have things that we think might be useful to them. So mostly we just go in for a browse, but every now and again you find the perfect thing that is just what you were looking for. There is so much good stuff out there, of course, and it's good to keep all that fashion and all those objects in circulation. So I do like to buy used where I can. We don't shop a lot. As you can see from this channel, I make my clothes, but occasionally there are things that are just too good to pass up. That's what happened this week. So I've saved my receipt, and you can see what I've spent here. It is £23. So that is quite a lot for me, because I don't think I generally would go in a charity shop and spend £23, but it was all well worth it. The most expensive item was the shoes, but they are brand new. So brand new to me, but also they still have the stickers on the bottom and there are no signs of wear. So somebody's obviously bought them and then decided not to wear them. So all the clothing items have been washed, dried and ironed, and I've just got them back out to show you. One item does need, well, 2 items actually, need a little bit of alteration from me to make them perfect. And the jeans are spot on. So first up is this pair of shoes. Now I've been looking for a pair over the past sort of month or so, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 6 weeks. Each time we've gone in thinking of a pair of shoes that would be perfect for the wedding. I did order some online, which have since gone back, which weren't suitable, didn't fit properly. And these ones are the perfect colour, the perfect heel height. I tried them on, I just couldn't believe it. It's like they were just meant for me. So these shoes, I can't wear a very high heel, and I choose not to these days anyway. I just don't want to ruin my feet. But this heel, with it being chunky and it's not too high, is just perfect for me. I don't know if you can see on screen, but this is more of a, it's not bright gold, but it's not silver either. It's sort of somewhere in between, and it's got that on the front. These are Clark's shoes. So the good shoes, and this is a nude pink. Now I have a handbag that I bought for myself. Again, I've been making handbags for years, so I don't generally buy handbags. This first time in many years I bought myself a handbag, and I bought it on holiday a few months ago because it was in a sale. And it is this nude colour, and I bought it for the wedding that I've got coming up. So these shoes match perfect. They've got this wonderful strap here with some elastic. And this is the trouble I have. I have a long foot, but it's very narrow. So generally they'll fit in the length, but they slob off because they're too wide. So this is perfect for me. Perfect. Small heel. And I will show you. They were £8. On the bottom, you can see they still have all the stickers. No sign of use on them. And they should have been £60. £60, and I paid £8 for those. And I absolutely love them. And like I say, it's like they were meant to be. So this one's still got the tissue paper in the front of this one. So that's the first item. Thrilled with those. Now next up we have a pair of jeans. So I have made quite a few pairs of jeans for myself. One thing that I do find is, although you can buy the denim, it can be quite hard to get denim that you like, or that is, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. You can get bright new fresh denim, which is great because it's not going to wear as quick. But then sometimes it might feel too stiff, or if you get denim that's got stretch in it, you find that after a few washes you get sort of the elastic content that's in the denim. I don't know, I've just found that when you buy denim, it doesn't always seem to be the same as what you would get from just ready to wear jeans. So my husband always looks for jeans when he's in charity shops, lightly worn ones, in certain brands, and he has lots of luck with that and just knows that I can alter them, take them up, take them in, stuff like that. So they don't have to be a perfect fit. But I generally don't see any because I think us ladies like wear the jeans and then only get rid of them when they are well worn out or something like that. But these ones don't look that way, and they are Next jeans. So Next, the label, black, and the leg is quite wide, which is a look I'm enjoying at the moment because they are nice and fitted at the top. So they're not a black, they're more of a sort of charcoal colour. They've got white top stitching, fit really nice at the top, but then you've got that nice wide leg look. I'll show you what they're like at the bottom. But they're wide enough to be sort of look fashionable and comfortable, I think. So that's the jeans. So where have I put the receipt? So the jeans were £4. So £4 for a pair of Next jeans. Really good. You can't go wrong, can you? So they will be great for autumn, winter for me. And I have my couple of handmade ones that are great for the winter. I have that really light pair of light, almost bleached denim ones, which I made that I've wore all through the summer. Not so good for autumn, winter because it's raining and they get splashes on them that show really, obviously, if you're walking through the woods with the dog. So black and dark ones, much better for autumn, winter, and I'm really pleased with those. So they'll go with lots of things. Now, this next one, it was with the ladies' things, but actually on my receipt it says men's top. Looking at it, it doesn't look quite big enough to be a men's, but it is very big. I will need to take it in. It says small. Maybe you know, maybe one of you has this and maybe it is a men's, but F&F, so that's Tesco, isn't it? Tesco, UK small. It looked like new quality, and the sweatshirting is really soft and lovely. This was £5. This I bought purely because I wanted to wear in the evenings over my pyjamas. So late evening when you get changed and you just want to watch TV for a bit or read before you go to bed. That's what I bought this for, and to slip on in the mornings when I come down rather than maybe a robe or something, because I do like to exercise as well when I get up quite often. So, and then I slip it off when I get hot. So that's what I wanted this for. As you can see, it's wide for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take that in all the way up there and down onto the sleeve and just make it fit me better. I'll still keep it a little bit oversized, but not as huge as it is. But I've checked it all. There is no signs of like damage anywhere. As I said, it looks sort of new. And that was £5. This was well worth it, even for me to mess around with the alterations, because sweatshirting like this is not cheap. There's no way I would get it for £5. Most of the work, as in the cuffs and the bottom band and the neckband, are all done because I'd have to buy all these bits separate if I was making one. Sometimes it's just good to buy something like this and then change it up as you need. So even if you don't like the finished thing, you might like the sweatshirting, you might buy it to take apart for the sweatshirting fabric. So that's just something to think about. Now this next one is a jumper. So this is not something I generally make, a jumper. And I've made cardigans in sort of the sweatshirting or knit fabric to go over things, but knitted wear is not something that I have. Obviously this is sort of factory knitted, not hand knitted, but I love the sleeves. I probably will wear a short sleeve t-shirt under it in the winter, and it's the colour as well. This might be divisive, you might not like it, you might not like the colour or the sleeves, but I love it, so that's why I bought it, and it was £4. So I just love this colour, this neck. If I find that too high, I can just alter that and just take it down a little like that, look. So that's not a problem. I'll see. I've not tried it on yet. It's come out of the wash and dry yesterday, and these are the sleeves. So I've got this lovely design going on into a cuff. I like that the sleeves are a little bit different rather than just a standard jumper. And I love that colour, and that'll go with quite a few skirts and obviously all the jeans and things that I've got. And I know I'll wear that a lot. I've got all the tops in this colour. It is a favourite of mine. So really happy with that for £4. And then finally, this one was really cheap. I know I could have made this easily, but again, for what it would have cost me for the zip, the fabric and so on, it would have cost a lot more. Then there's my time, and it's just a neutral skirt. And I do need to do work on this one again. I need to take it in, and I'm also going to add a lining to make it more substantial for autumn winter. So this one is too big for me as it is. It needs to come in about here. Tried it on yesterday, and it needs to come in all the way down the sides. But as you can see, it's this moleskin, is that what you call it? That one. So it's a neutral skirt. It's above the knee. Depending on where it's supposed to sit, hips or waist, will depend on the short. It will depend on how short it is. But I'm intending on wearing it with really thick black tights, so practically leggings, so you're completely covered up. And when I've taken it in, it will be above the knee, this one. So it's got a zip up the front. It's unlined at the moment, but I will add a lining. So I need to take it in the waist, down the sides and add a lining. So a little bit of work on that one. But for £2, it's well worth it. Because as I said, you've got most of the work done. You've got the fabric, the zip and so on, which would cost you a lot more than that. So yeah, I'm going to alter that and make it me and add a lining. And that will be perfect again for the autumn to go with other things that I've already have that I've made myself. So for a total of £23, I think those few items there will see me through autumn and are just excellent. And the shoes were just what I wanted. Please do keep your eyes open in those charity shops. As well as you getting a bargain, of course, the money goes to a good cause, so donate things that you don't want that are in good quality. Remember to pop in, have a look, show your support. Sometimes they have raffles on and things like that. This particular one is St Luke's Hospice, which is near us, and it's the one we use most often. So yeah, thank you for watching today, and I'll be back soon with more sewing inspiration for you. Bye for now.